We off?
30 seconds of carefree bliss.
Oof, like wind in your hair carefree.
Oh, like using Clorox Disinfecting All-Purpose Cleaner in the home carefree.
Yes.
Like dog slobbing on the coffee table and cleaning it with Clorox Carefree.
He's on a roll now.
Spit toothpaste on the faucet.
You got it. You got it.
Peanut butter on the light switch.
Oh, spritz, spritz.
Spritz, spritz. Clorox, man. Clean feels good.
Okay, we're back.
Use as directed.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku. And it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Welcome to
a very special episode
of
Eejits of the World, the All Star.
Oh, our very first All-Star edition. What is it, ladies and gentlemen? These are Eejits that aren't historical Eejits like a couple of weeks back. These are Eejits that have just done something magnificently fucking stupid.
Coming up on this very special episode, we are showcasing 4 Eejits.
Precious memories. Pauline Hanson.
Joey Barton.
Oh.
And, if you can imagine such a thing, Andre the Giant? An Eejit? Stick around and find out.
Oof. Teasing. And finally, the legendary Donald Trump boat rally disaster.
And you found an Eejit in that. Okay, well, we'll see.
There it is, folks. Enjoy. Can I get into the first one with you?
Please do. Who do you have?
And listen, I cannot emphasize to you enough, if this is your first time listening to the Eejits of the World, we do this because we need Eejits in our lives.
Yeah.
To really lower the bar for us.
Make us feel better about ourselves.
That's right. That's right. Compliments, we'll take a compliment, but we prefer if you fucked up a little bit. Now then, in Australia, the leading anti-immigrant politician...
Sorry, all right. And you're telling me this person is a bit of an idiot? Really?
Her name's Pauline Hanson.
Oh, I know who she is.
You know Pauline Hanson, right? So those people don't know that. Pauline is sort of like... I guess she is kind of the Trump of Australia. I guess she's sort of the Nigel Farage of Australia. Yeah, you get the idea. Well, Pauline's very unusual. She had a different career path. She started off owning a chip shop in Queensland, in the north of Australia. That's how she started off.
In politics.
In politics. She started off in the world of chips.
Oh, right. I was going to say.
Literally,
she bought the wrong shop. I'm going to be a politician? I should get myself a chip shop. What?
That's why you get to really know people. When they're hungry and drunk. It's when you really see the milk of fucking human kindness come out. When people are hungry and drunk.
Yeah, masticating with their mouth open, trying to string a sentence together. That's when I get some of my best ideas.
When people are craving vinegar. That's when they're at the most open-minded. When they fucking need salt.
Yeah.
Anyway, fucking... it's like as if we don't eat chips. Ooh, I love chips. I'm waiting to have them this evening. But Pauline, so she's been around for 30-odd years in the Australian political scene, right? She's gone through a lot, old Pauline. But anti-immigration, which is weird because her first husband was a Polish dude.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Trying to get him out of the country. Sorry, Marius. We gotta go.
Sorry, mate. If you don't love me, you gotta fucking leave me country.
We're full.
Well, it's a very small country. But yes, that's she got elected on mostly anti-indigenous platform. Feels
I
like
thought she was anti-immigration. Now she's anti-first there, and she doesn't want anybody coming in, and she doesn't want anybody who was there when she came in.
that's right. It's a fucking rotating door system.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
too
not pro-white. I just don't want any brown people coming here or having been here when we got here. Now, if that's a white supremacist.
Me Polish husband was all right until he sat on the beach too long. You were starting to look like somebody I don't want here. Oh, Polly, she's like she'd been bankrupt. She brought out an autobiography called Untamed and Unashamed.
That just sounds like poor hygiene.
Doesn't it? Both untamed.
It was a photographic book, and it was not pretty.
It's basically the autobiography, either an elderly racist or a mountain goat that's been caught in a porn shop.
Not that different of a look on their face.
No, very horny. Will eat your underwear straight off the washing line. That's what I don't like about the immigrants. They don't have underwear like we do.
I'm seeing it with that little pulley lip thing that they do.
The Pauline, yeah, so she did all that, and then she's been in and out, like she's been up and down, like she's been on all the reality TV shows in Australia, she's dancing with the stars and whatnot. You know what I mean? She's just all the rest of it. She's done all that.
Dancing with the Stars, the racist version.
This is the bit in it. Now that you've got some background into Pauline Hanson, this is the bit that brings her moment of Eejits all-stardom.
Okay.
So, the outside world, still a lot of people would know it as Ayers Rock, the giant monolith in the middle of Australia.
Uluru.
Uluru is what it's called, right? Is what I was going to say. What it's called now is what it was always fucking called.
Yeah.
And then we just,
yeah. Like time for amount of time named something. It is much more Uluru.
Oh, yeah, as far as we know, yeah. I mean, also it looks like an Uluru.
Yeah.
You go, fucking Uluru. Look at the state of that Ayers Rock. I mean, it looks like an Uluru. Anyway, so the point being is it is of great sacred value to the indigenous people of particularly that part of Australia. It's slap bang in the fucking middle of the country as well.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary. I've flown over. I flew once from Sydney to Perth, and you fly over the Great Bugger All, and everything's red and flat. And then there's this, it's fucking it is truly mind-blowing. Like, it comes out
crazy.
It comes out of the blue. Like,
it changes the weather system. It's so big.
Yeah. Because there's nothing else. There's nothing else, right? Yeah. It's truly, truly spectacular. And, you used to be able to climb it when it was Ayers Rock, right?
Yeah, they even put grooves in it and little
steps.
Yeah, and like a rope.
A pulley system, to get you up there and whatnot. And it is the custodianship, or whatever the terminology is, being handed back to the indigenous communities around there, right? It's their sacred thing and whatnot, right? So Pauline, so fucking great. It's fucking great. So Pauline, with the name change and then with the changeover of ownership, custodianship, whatever the terminology is, they decided, the indigenous communities and whatnot around there decided to stop it. You can't climb it anymore.
Yeah.
It's our sacred thing.
Yeah.
We've been here for 60,000 years. It's very precious to us. We'd rather fucking day trippers aren't just schlepping up and down on it.
And the other thing is, you don't need to give us a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just said you don't do it. Okay.
Right on.
Because my fucking, there's not like a kidney I need for my operation at the top of there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there isn't even like, it's not, you can go, oh shit, like, I mean, you want the world to, decarbonize, but all the coltan that we need for the battery technology is in Congo. You know what I mean? There's not even a fucking moral dilemma here. There's no reason to be fucking climbing Uluru.
No. And
So-
as I get older, I'm just happy for the excuse.
Ah,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, politically, I won't climb that hot rock in the desert. I'll stay down here. I'll protect the beer. Yeah, you guys.
I'm one of those flatland liberals.
Yeah. What else don't I have to climb to be on the right side of history?
Maybe that's how the fuck the Dutch ended up being so liberal. Right, as long as it's completely flat. Okay. As long as I can cycle without getting out of second gear. So, but Pauline, not our Pauline. Like, she's super offended by it all.
Oh, God.
So fucking great. She gets one of the biggest news shows in Australia, which is called A Current Affair.
Ugh.
I know. It sounds like a daytime soap. Anyway,
Yeah.
this week on A Current Affair.
Yeah.
George, I'm leaving
Got
you.
a clinking glasses.
Fuck you, Marjorie.
The set sort of wobbles.
You can kiss goodbye to your share of the diamond mine.
Visibly drunk Shakespearean actor going, you can kiss goodbye to my share of the Sorry, that was your line. I was trained to ride. Fuck it.
I'm classically trained. I don't need to do this.
You do, John. We know your financial state. You need to do this.
Just because I love to gamble. I'm a bon vivant and a raconteur. No, John, in this script, you're a postman. Ding dong! You have a parcel. A parcel of intrigue.
Thank you.
Well, that was absolutely marvellous, John.
John, we're going to take it down a notch.
Down a notch.
And another.
Anyway, so it's called A Current Affair. It's one of their big, 60 minutes or, fucking whatever. It's a big news show.
They don't have 60 minutes to do a news show. They couldn't call it that.
We don't have a lot of news.
37 minutes. Yeah, they get bored after 37.
25 minutes of news, 78 hours of cricket. Anyway, so she calls them, they go with her. This is her protest. Like I said, she's never been a friend of the Indigenous peoples of Australia. Right, so she's all...
This isn't going to help then.
She's got herself all twisted over that there'd be no...
I'd be livid if I was a chip shop owner
If you were-
in Queensland and found out I wasn't allowed to climb a rock.
1,000 miles away.
It's about freedom of speech, ladies and gentlemen.
So fucking brilliant. So she gets there to Uluru, or Ayers Rock, as she
Oh,
likes.
I know what she called it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So she gets there, right? And she's got the camera crews with her and all the rest of it. It's the last day. Freedom will reign. The last day, the feet of white Australia was lit. So fucking great. She gets 40 meters up. Now bear in mind, it's a fucking mountain.
Yeah.
So the 40 meters is very little. She's got the camera crew with her. She gets 40. She's in her 60s at this stage. Say 50s,
Did her
60s.
dress blow up and find out that she was untamed.
And unashamed. It's so fucking great. She gets 40 meters up. She quits. right?
Wow.
She quits with the camera crew. This is, bear in mind, she's striking a blow for white freedom here. But she's only got 40 metres up at 1,000. You know, she's not striking much of a blow for white freedom. Right? She's more...
It's not the journey, it's the friends you make along the way.
It's the ethnic minorities you alienate along the way. Oh, Pauline. Oh, that's fucking great. So she gets 40 metres up with the camera crew, and then she quits. And she says the reason why she quit is because me boots are too bloody old.
Right.
So she's like,
Are those boots the same age as you, Pauline? The boots have a different story. Yeah, there's one of us that are too old. It's not,
I think you find there's two of us here. There's 2-1, Pauline. So now she's fucking up, and you've seen it. Like it's very smooth and dusty.
It's not. It just doesn't sound like she's the kind of person to blame something that's not actually their fault as an excuse. She's just blamed all of her problems on something else.
Really? It seems like
odd.
It seems quite odd. But she. Oh, this is the bit that I'll always love you for this, you fucking Egypt, Pauline. She's now trapped up Uluru, right?
Wonderful.
Right? And she's got a fucking camera crew that she has fucking brought there. This is 360 beautiful fucking Egyptism here. Her only way down is to bum scoot down the fucking mountain like a dog with worms. While fucking hundreds of people are going past her, she is like scooting on her itchy old hole down the fucking mountain.
Leaving a little crumb trail.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Sorry, I was eating a muffin in bed earlier. I got some crumbs in me pubes.
And then when she gets down to the bottom, her conclusion is they should shut that place down. They need to shut it down on grounds of safety.
Good news, Pauline. We're going to take your advice and no one's going to climb on that. Good. Bloody good.
Finally.
Someone's listening to a white person.
Finally. Oh, it's just magnificent. We'll stick it up. This is what we're doing from now on. We're putting on socials images of all the stories. I will put an image of Pauline Hanson bum scooting down on a roof for you.
Yeah.
Oh, it will lift you.
I don't want to know why you have that photo so close to hand.
Oh, great. Joey Barton.
There you go. This could be many stories.
Oh, look at your eyes light up. Joey Barton is what I bring to the table, Mr. Wool.
Yes.
For those who don't know, Joey Barton is now is a former soccer player, football player from England, from Liverpool. People from Liverpool are called Scousers. Yeah. And Joey Barton's a very, very Scouse man.
One of the most Scouse men ever.
An intensely Scouse fucking man.
Yeah.
Very fucking Scouse. Very Scouse, very hard. Famous when he's now retired from football. He's in management now. But when he was a footballer, he was very famous for being a hard man on the pitch.
Hothead.
A hothead, absolutely. A guy who got sent off a lot, got yellow cards a lot, a lot of crunching tackles, a lot of rows with referees, a lot of rows with other players.
Off-field problems.
A lot of off-field problems. We're talking serious problems here. One of his brothers is doing life for murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff there. But Joey, he prevailed. He was very working class, very Scouse. Middle class British media never knew what to do with him. He's got a huge presence on Twitter. Over the years, he's drifted into talking about Nietzsche on Twitter. George Orwell, Brunel,
Yeah.
the great Victorian architect. There's a lot of stuff like that.
He was obviously hiding in a library from the law.
It's a great place to fucking hide, mate. Nobody's fucking looking for you in there. He went on, it's one of the biggest news powwow shows, panel show, news night? No, that's not what I'm talking about. Question time. Question time. He goes on there. There's a now defunct anti-immigrant party in the UK called UKIP.
Oh, yeah.
They were also...
Oh, God, I missed them.
Oh, God. They literally lost every single one of their council seats last week.
So unfair.
Oh. Anyway, but they were also Brexiteers and whatnot. But their mainstay was anti-immigrant.
Yeah, they had one really bad idea, but they had a couple of other bad ideas.
Yeah, no, they had a main one and then smaller shit ones as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you've been to the circus. There's the big shit tent and then smaller shit tents.
Yeah.
Right, he was that guy. That was the party. So Joey gets, to give you a flavour of the guy, so Joey, he's on there. And, Twitterati were like, what's he doing there?
Yeah.
Fucking Joey Barton from fucking Liverpool. Right, constantly getting sent off and that. But he's there, and he's asked what he thinks of UKIP, right? And he was against UKIP. But how it came out was UKIP, like, all the parties are like 4 ugly beds. There's 4 ugly girls, and they're the ugliest ones. He's saying something that's that liberals should agree with.
Yeah.
He not really said it.
Yeah, he'd get away with it if that wasn't his real accent. If he'd done it in character, then it would be like, oh, it's so ironic. And
that's right. If it was actually a middle-class guy whose father's a doctor.
Yeah.
But doing it as a character.
I know. And that
As a
that
character
way,
then.
yeah, we don't have to give the working class any money. We can just pretend to be them and take all the money for
Have one of
ourselves.
us dress up as them.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
But no, Joey's very fucking real. So this is that's the background of the guy. So this moment of glory, astonishing bit of Eegitism. So we're coming up to 11 years ago. He got 1 cap for England. But he never shook the trees. But he was very much a professional footballer, quite defensive, whatnot.
Yeah, good player.
Good player, not brilliant, but good. Mostly famous though for all the sort of the chaos around his life and stuff like that, and weird pronouncements and the general confusion he gave the media. Didn't know what to make of him. He moves to France,
Yeah.
to the French league.
Well, it's probably a good thing. No one can understand him.
Oh, no. This is where it really gets great. This is so fucking amazing. I don't know if you've ever heard this, right? So he moves to Marseille in the south of France, which is basically the Scousers of the Mediterranean. He moves there. His first press conference, as you always do a press conference with footballer, sportsman, move to a new team, boring questions. I've moved here to develop my career,
It's a massive club.
Massive club, New Horizon, what an incredible history this club has.
Yeah.
The fans have made me feel so welcome, all that yada yada, right? It's just perform it. That's all you're meant to say. And pick up the right fucking advertising drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. And boy, Gatorade really hits the spot when you're thinking about what a great city I'm in now, right? That shit, right? That's all you got to do. He inexplicably decides to speak in a French accent. Not in French, Glenn. This guy hasn't learned French. He just does the interview in English, but with the hello, and this speaking like the French guy from a movie with the shrugging of the shoulders and the general and just the whole thing, like everybody, the entire press corps, like, what the fuck is going on? And Joey just does, instead of like speaking like that, he's like, I don't know, it's great to be here, and the other teammates are treating me very well.
Have you done your little character around him yet?
Fucking amazing.
Wow. So do you reckon he came up with the French accent and thought, I gotta go to France now. I'm gonna get sold to a French team. I've been working on this guy all summer.
Yeah, I'm sitting in my house. I was sitting in my house back in Liverpool, And I was thinking, my career's going nowhere. What am I going to do? I was pulling my hair out. And then Hello came on the telly. Honestly, to this day, it's one of those ones I stop and I think, did he think he was speaking? Did he think that was French?
Yeah.
Or
I think he's lucky that he was sold to a French team, because if he was like sold to a club in Africa or something.
he's got it, that now defunct Chinese league. Oh, Joey, no. Joey, why are you wearing those clothes?
Is this breakfast at Tiffany's? What's going on?
What the fuck is going on? Why are you wearing that hat?
So let me get this straight. You want me to grab a pebble out of your hand?
So fucking mental. And he never really, at the best of Eejits, never explain, never complain.
Yeah.
To quote Dorothy Parker, he's never explained what the fuck was going on in his head.
I don't think you can explain something like that. You just gloss over it and hope nobody
notices. But the thing is, I was trying to think of what we could talk about in the All Stars, and I was like, God, did Joey Barton actually do that? And then I looked it up, and it turns out he wasn't the only one. There's also Steve McLaren, who used to manage the English national team.
Steve McLaren is, the football man.
Yeah. He fucking did it on Dutch TV.
Really?
He went on Dutch TV and was like, smoking a pancake and clogs and windmills and... What the fuck is going on with English footballers?
I think it's the heading of the ball. I think
ball back in the day used to get pretty waterlogged.
Yeah, and they didn't have any sort of concussion protocol. Just get your head on it, lad, and if you don't, you're not playing. Boom, and not just in the game, like just on a rainy practice pitch on Tuesday. Yeah. Whack, thunk, whack, thunk, whack, thunk, whack, thunk.
Hey, boss, I think I can speak French. Shut up and just get on with the game, Joey. The tide is rising. We need to really get the crops in for the winter. Or whatever the fuck Dutch people do.
I don't
know what they get up to. Who knows what the Dutch get up to. But that's an extraordinary...
That's a really strange
But English people have a very weird fucking relationship with other languages. They're not... If you're Canadian, there's other languages because everything's also in fucking French.
Yeah.
Right? If you're in Ireland, there's other languages because you got to learn Irish from the age of 4 to 16 by law. Right? So almost none of us, by the way, after those 12 years of state-mandated education in the Irish language, can still fucking speak it. We can speak what is known as a couple of fuckle, which means a couple of words here and there. We can, most Irish people...
Does it, or did you just all agree? Just act like kubla flukle. It means something. Oh, yeah. It means whatever you need it to mean.
Who the fuck's ever going to ask? How are you going to check? You'll just have to take our fucking word for it.
Yeah.
But I remember years ago being in a restaurant in Portugal, and there was a big table of sort of Brexity older Brits. The next table, about 5 couples, about 10 of them. And at the end of the meal, and the waiter was a Portuguese dude, and he had worked this restaurant like he'd spoken in English, and he's obviously speaking in Portuguese. I heard him speaking Spanish. He was speaking in Italian. He was speaking in German. Yeah. And this guy is working this very busy, very delicious Portuguese restaurant in the Algarve. And at the end of the meal, the table next to us with these English retirees, at the end of the meal, he goes, "Is everything okay with your food? Is everybody... Right?" And the guy who's sort of self-designated boss of the meal just went, "Absolutely wonderful. Grazie." And nodded at him like, it's fucking obrigado. It fucking thank you's obrigado in Portuguese. But he was so fucking made up. Like, he was genuinely like,
Yeah, that's the most anybody's ever tried.
Yeah.
In an English accent.
Grant, see? And he nodded at the waiter like as if, there you go.
Yeah.
That's your tip. You've been tipped. Oh, look at all the effort I've put in. Haven't I, Graham? You have, Neville. I love the fact that like people could actually think that an accent is enough.
Yeah, there was a Godzilla movie from the 80s where that's what they did instead of subtitle, because it was all the different countries that were trying to against submarines, and the Germans talk like this, and I don't have to tell you how the Japanese people talked, but
There was a lot of vowels very quickly.
Yeah.
Pretty staccato stuff.
Well, I remember at the time thinking that's just what they should do in movies. Just instead of making them speak different languages, just do the accents, and then I can figure it. Oh, okay, I see. But yeah, that's not a good idea. That would that would ruin a lot of otherwise good movies.
That's true. That's true. Oh, the other one, that the convention that's always made me laugh in movies is, say the German is speaking in the German accent. He's the baddie in the Vaughan movie. And he speaks like this all the way through the movie. But then, in the most simple German words possible, he says it in German. Nein! Ja! Schnell! But supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's all in English.
Yes, it's how I can actually express myself.
It's only those tiny quick ones I will use. And maybe that's what Joey thought.
Yeah. I will never get to the bottom of what he thought. He was nuts. He put a cigar out in a kid's eye when he was when he was just on the fringes of the Man City team. Don't know if you remember that.
No.
Yeah, like he was another player. I'm pretty sure he didn't take his eye out, but it was like the end of season sort of Christmas party or what have you. Yeah, he thought it would be funny.
Wow.
Just stuck a cigar in another guy's face.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't imagine a footballer being able to, you see what like a little click to the ankle does to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine Amy. Oh, Joey, we want to talk to you about this whole joke French accent you did. You Nothing, Joey. Just lunch will be a little bit later today, and if you arrive and we're all gone, it's by accident.
Well, that's Joey Barton.
Oh, Joey.
Good on you, buddy.
Good luck with whatever you're doing, and keep it fucking legal and calm.
Yeah. I hope you don't smoke anymore, for the sake of everyone's faces.
For everybody's eyeballs.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring, and I don't know that he's an Eejit in this. It's just a funny thing that happened.
Yeah.
Because he apparently was quite a nice man. But there's a story that's been emerging that Andre the Giant,
the legend of the wrestling game.
yeah, and he had difficulty fitting in toilets at the best of times. Like I know in Japan,
Anything, yeah.
Yeah, in Japan he used to have to shit on a newspaper just because he couldn't fit in the toilets at all.
Wow.
And it's just what he had to do. Like it wasn't his choice. It was just like, well, what else do you do? He would clean himself properly and everything, but just
for those that don't, like Andre the Giant,
7 feet tall, 500 pounds,
fucking truly enormous, and Andre the Giant for a fucking reason.
Drank bottles of wine like we would have a bottle of beer.
Oh yeah, have you ever seen the documentary just called Andre? It's amazing.
I believe so. Yeah.
It's really amazing. The guy's life is fucking incredible.
Driven to school by Beckett, the playwright.
Samuel Beckett.
Samuel Beckett used to
What?
deliver Andre the Giant. Samuel Beckett was living in France for whatever reason.
Oh, for years and years, yeah, absolutely. He was in the French Resistance. Do you know that?
I did not know.
Samuel Beckett got a medal from the French Republic after the war. He'd been blowing up fucking railway lines.
Really?
And he was already Samuel Beckett, the playwright.
Yeah. Well, I guess you just gotta. You gotta have You gotta have a few things in your life. You
Yeah, you got a couple of quivers to your bow.
Yeah, just in case this playwright thing doesn't work out.
Yeah, first class cricketer as well.
Well, and here's the other part. When Andre the Giant was adolescent, he was too big to fit into the school bus. So Samuel Beckett used to put him in the back of his truck and take him to school every day. And that's how Andre the Giant's life started. Like,
Yeah.
Beckett's just, every day he's
Yeah.
out front of his house waiting. Yeah.
For Gianto.
No, Godot was supposed to do it. Andre would just wait. And Beckett finally went, okay, I'll do it. He's not going to, okay, I'll do it.
All right.
And then,
Nobody showed up.
got his pen out. Yeah, in the original drafts, it's Beckett and Andre the Giant.
Fucking brilliant. Samuel Beckett and Andre the Giant, one of the greatest double acts in history. Weirdly taciturn, posh Dubliner, giant Frenchman.
I'd go see it.
I'd fucking
Jesus
whatever
Christ,
it was.
write it on the goddamn poster. I'm there.
Whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah, what do they do? What don't they do?
Fucking. He was so big though. He what he had was some sort of pituitary gland issue, something like that.
Yeah.
So he just kept fucking growing. Like the rest of the family are all normal sized people. And he was in wrestling. By the time he was 10, or 12, he was too big for rugby.
Yeah. That doesn't happen to many people.
No.
No. Yeah, we know some professional rugby players, and just to think that you could be
Outgrow
too big.
them at 10. Fucking enormous. So, it's so great. It's just everything about Andre. You should see this documentary. There was another legendary wrestler. These are all legendary wrestlers from the sort of 80s era.
from the golden age
era.
of wrestling. Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, all that.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it wasn't now where it was like it's all kind of quite violent and it's all meta now. I don't know. It doesn't do much for me.
No, there's not a lot of charm there. It's all sort of, it's sort of, I guess it's kind of like, it all has a kind of a whiff of kind of 8chan off it now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of a whiff of weird right-wing memes.
You know what it
and,
reminds? It's like the Muppets now, where the Muppets are supposed to be for kids, but it's for adults.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
I know what you mean. Anyway, let's get back to something amazing. Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant.
What is amazing about him? He was basically the sheriff of wrestling, right? When he moved to America as fucking giant, there was like about 10 different circuits, and all the wrestlers, because they were kind of divided, were all basically exploited. They were getting paid fuck all. The local promoter would treat them like shit, put them up in crappy hotels, and then Andre would sell out every single show. So he had this massive bargaining power, and he was a fucking giant. When you see him entering the ring from this old footage from this documentary, he was like fucking head and shoulders, literally head and shoulders above everyone else.
Yeah.
He was bigger than everyone else, right? And he was a regular intelligence, maybe slightly smarter than that guy who just happened to have this condition that he kept growing. He wasn't a big dummy, right?
Heart of gold. Heart of gold, though.
But it's a top-notch dude. But he also came from France, so he knew union rights.
Yeah.
He had workers' protections, all the rest of it. And he would just either withdraw his services from, I won't wrestle in the greater Georgia area until you treat all the wrestlers better.
Wow.
Or I'll fucking lift you up, put you fucking through a ceiling, you cunt. You've got to treat everybody well. So he was like the king of wrestling. But there's an amazing story in the thing of, he hated fucking Macho Man Randy Savage. Hated Macho Man Randy Savage. fucking hated him with a passion. By the way, Randy Savage's real name is Randy Puffo.
Poffo.
Randy Puffo, right? But if those who don't know anything about wrestling, the golden era of wrestling, he would have his sort of pretty girlfriend,
Elizabeth,
would always be in the ring with him. It was his girlfriend in real life. But what people didn't realise, and he would kind of use Macho Man, Randy Savage, and he'd preen and he'd tell her to shut up and treat her badly and shove her around like in the ring, like bully her in the ring. But apparently that was nothing compared to what it was like in real life. He was really a domestic abuser. And Andre fucking knew this and would make sure that he teamed up, he got a fight with him. And anytime he got a fight with him, he would beat the shit out of fucking Randy Savage in the ring. Absolutely batter him. And it's in the documentary. And it's just fucking Randy Savage cowering in a corner while a giant just backhanded him, slapped the shit out of him.
you call that lamb chops?
Which everyone
this ring is not clean enough.
beat the shit out of him, right? So that is all the kind of backstory of him, right? Now the reason why, I know you want to tell him, fuck it, this is an amazing reason. So he's popped up in the media again the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
But this is... I'm not a mature man, just tell him.
The problem was he was on back when he was alive, he was on a plane and he couldn't, there's just not a lot of room in those bathrooms. And I don't know what the hell he'd been eating, but And his appetites were truly colossal. Like I saw it in his interview once. They were saying he ate per city. He ate 20 pounds of food a day. Right. By the way, he would drink 100 beers and 20 bottles of wine in one sitting. But he'd drink all that booze and 20 pounds of food, and he would only normally shit every 2 days. But if he missed that cycle. Please continue. So he's on a flight. And he took such a hellacious dump.
Hellacious.
That people were screaming.
I mean, like, those toilets in a plane, even like, I'm, a pocket of a man. Like, I'm pretty claustrophobic in there. Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how actual fucking giant.
I mean, he must not have been able to get the door closed.
That's what I think. He must have had like one leg down the aisle. Do you know what I mean? He must have been like side sat. Because for him, it'd be like shitting into a thimble.
And like, it's if people are screaming on a flight, know that they're going to have PTSD over that. Yeah. Like, it's such a stressful moment. And Andre the Giant is so ever present, even now. So can you imagine, like, if the sight of Andre the Giant makes you remember the worst day of your life? And, like, even Obey, like, that's Andre the Giant. Those Obey hats.
Yeah. That's him. Yeah. Princess Bride. That's him.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I was, honey, I'm going to put the Princess Bride. No. Do not put that on. I was on a flight. I don't want to talk about it, but...
There's so many great bits of this story. So where this comes from is Brutus Beefcake's autobiography. Like, it was brilliant. Trying to explain to the outside world that such a thing as Brutus Beefcake.
The barber.
We are taking our witness testimony from Mr. Beefcake.
Mr. Beefcake, do you swear to tell the truth?
But he said that Andre had missed his cycle of poo, right? And that when Andre would shit, it would fill half a bin bag. He went like a black sack of shit. Like, 20 pounds of food he was eating every fucking day. So that the door didn't shit, and that the smell went all the way down the fucking plane. Like, he didn't mean to. He would try and time it, so that he wouldn't shit on a plane, because he was, a giant gentleman.
All of us try and
not shit
so
on a
plane.
Yeah. Nobody wants to shit. But he said the entire plane was gagging, puking, and crying. And it was a 14-hour flight.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Stewardess, can we open a window, please?
That will cause a plane. We've all agreed.
We've talked about it.
We've taken. We're willing to kiss a mountain. Gagging, crying, puking. Oh fuck me.
Yeah.
Oh, Andre is. To quote The Simpsons, Andre the Giant, we hardly knew ye.
Andre the Giant Dump.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. Apologies to anybody that thinks that was deeply immature.
Well,
because it is.
Was. There's nothing we can do if we come across a story like that. We're gonna tell it. That's just the way it goes.
That's just how the cookie crumbles. A bin bag. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise.
Who's picking it up like in the park, like after a dog? Like, oh, we gotta get the bin bag out. Andre's shit in the park again.
City sanitation.
Yeah.
Which bin night is it? Is it recycling? Is it rubbish? Or is it Andre? It's really enjoyable watching him fucking slap the shit out of fucking Randy Savage though.
Oh yeah.
And knowing that he meant it like as well, like
500-pound man slapping you.
Yeah.
Like, and not piecing together like, oh God, what an asshole. He's so much bigger than me. Why is he hitting me? Well,
now you know.
Yeah, who's learned something today, Randy?
Yeah, what it's like to be small and beautiful. I don't know why I've made him Andre. Why is Andre fucking Arnie?
All right. Well, we salute you, Andre.
What are we going to talk about now? This is Jesus.
Yeah, you've got it. It's your
Is
your
it?
turn again. Yeah, you told me about this.
I told you about that. Oh, fuck. I almost forgot. This is so great.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Trump was a weird one for us comedians. I don't think he'll win an election again. I just, the numbers aren't there. But it's all still to play for. But it was a weird one for the 4 years that Trump was in power and the sort of year and a half when he was running up to getting into office. I'm sure you had the same. People kept saying to comedians in interviews, oh, you mightn't like him, but he's great for comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, great for comedy. That's simply not true. What's great for comedy is what Eejits of the world is about. People trying, like Joey Barton, but fucking up. People trying to make a stupid statement like Pauline Hanson and fucking up.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. Donald Trump is just rotten all the way through. Just on every full spectrum, 360, he's a rotten father, a rotten husband, a rotten businessman, a rotten politician, a rotten patriot, a fucking rotter, a 360 fucking rotten around women, just rotten.
Yeah.
Rotten bastard, a fucking snob, just all, you name it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I try and tell people. It's this, it's the reason us comedians didn't really tell that many jokes about him, because it's the same reason why food critics review the food and not the bins. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was just actually weirdly nothing very funny about him.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas his supporters. This is so fucking great. Oh, this is such a fucking great thing. Again, where was it now? Oh, it was September 2020.
Yeah.
So now this is leading up to him trying to get re-elected. Now we've all seen your classic Trump rally. There's, he's there, he's rambling on for fucking, in all fairness, he does his time. At those rallies, in a basketball court in rural Pennsylvania or in fucking Tennessee, he does 2 hours.
Yeah.
The reason, it's a real love-hate relationship. CNN this week or last week, it'll be now, it's they let him have a town hall and let him espouse all his fucking horseshit. Because they knew, although CNN's technically meant to be a lefty station, they knew he'd be great because he will just ramble, and the media actually love him. He creates content for them.
Yeah.
Right. But this is, and he was also lock him up, all the fucking chants and all the usual fucking nonsense that
He
is
needs to be locked up now.
Exactly.
Who got out?
But they decided his Trump supporters down in Texas, in a place called Lake Travis.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. They decided that they were going to have a boat rally for Trump. This is fucking great. This is so fucking amazing. The rally was called Let's Make a Statement. Again?
Who named that?
There's hundreds of these boats. Now they'd be the sort of lake cruising boats.
Yeah.
You know,
Flat
bottom kind of
boats.
Party flat bottom boats. You got the rockin' world go round. She was a very flat boat full of very right wing people. She wasn't used to going in a circle. Yeah. That's what happened, my friend. There's fucking hundreds of these boats. They're party.
You shouldn't make a flat bottom boat make the rockin' world go round.
These flat bottom boats, they're party boats for a lake. They're not.
You don't rock them and you don't go around in them.
No, you just fucking, you drop anchor and you
fish for bass.
And you drink Bud Light. A lot of them have a little slide off the side of them.
Yeah.
You know, there'll be like, if you ever watched Ozark on Netflix, there's one series, there's it's party boats and that sort of carry on.
Yeah.
So there, so the rally was called Let's Make a Statement. And there's all these fucking people with Trump flags and American flags, hundreds and hundreds of boats. And there was a big flag saying, let's make liberals cry again. Right? This is like, fuck you. Fucking douchebags assemble. Yeah. Right? This is, woo!
That's what liberals hate is boats.
Boats. Dudes on boats.
Yeah.
That's what they'd really like to fucking, they like to fucking lock down boats.
Let's make a statement no one understands.
We're
all on boats now. You're allowed to be.
Just a liberal walking a spaniel on the shoreline.
Sorry, I can't. Do you need help? Are you trying to signal for help, sir? Yeah. Waving back. Hi.
Just going home to have yoga sex with my wife. Fucking homo. Yes, I am a homeowner. That's right. We've been renovating our property on the shore for 20 years. Yes, I do have big ears. So there's all these fuckers. Oh, so great. All these fuckers are on the boats, right? But it's meant to be a rally. So they have to start, having a waterborne... Yeah, a waterborne parade of sorts.
Yeah, and they're all excited. They're all trying to be a big shot in front of all their friends.
It's quite the khaki off. There's a lot of guys in dockers. A lot of guys in boat shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This engine's too big for this boat. Wonder what's gonna happen.
Oh, Glenn. What happens is these fuckers start going around in circles, creating waves and wakes in the water that this gentle lake in the middle of Texas would never normally experience. These flat-bottom craft had never been designed for. Yeah. And it was basically, have you ever seen the end of fucking Cape Fear? That's what it was like a very flag-shaggy version of the end of Cape Fear.
There's no signs saying you can't do it because no one's ever done it before.
Yeah, and nobody ever thought to tell people, don't form a giant mass.
Yeah, we didn't tell you to not light your hair on fire either.
Yeah, that's stuff for cleaning out your toilet. You shouldn't fucking clean your throat with. We didn't think we thought we'd have to tell you.
Wow, the president would later go on to suggest.
It's incredible. Bleach. It's incredible. Who needs doctors? You know how cheap bleach is? Couple of bucks. Cure everything.
Some way to inject that?
Oh, fuck. You should see, so they're going around and round and round, and they're all chanting and fucking flags and fucking honking horns and playing fucking, I am a real American. It's just something a bit chug-a-loggy. Sweet home Alabama. All that carry on. And create this fucking tidal vortex. And it's like literally out of a cartoon. They just fucking boats start sinking into the void. The 3 boats sank. No, sorry, 5 boats fucking sank.
Excellent.
Nobody died. Fine. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. That's fine.
Not that day, but not many of them lived over 10 years.
No, this is then COVID happened. Who knows what happened next?
It wiped them out. It was.
But they went around in fucking circles. All these boats went down. And afterwards, the chief of the sheriff of the county went, "We've looked into it and there's no evidence of foul play." Yes, of course. It was the Liberals had been bombing your boats.
Yeah, they I don't know how they did it. They got us to go in circles. They put things in the beer and they make us do these stupid things. It is the Liberals. It is not us.
When I found out that Anheuser-Busch had been taken over by a cartel of child eaters, then it all fell into place. Mm-hmm. These people have been selling us styrofoam anchors. Oh, this is so fucking great. It was honestly, through all those years of rancor, and fuck, it's so hard. The media wants you to hate, particularly social media is set up for you to hate the other side and boo-hooing and fucking ballyhooing about it. They're stupid and we're clever. Yeah. Yes, when I saw that boat rally, they made me so happy.
Yeah.
I found myself, obviously I'd never fucking vote for, well, I couldn't anyway, I'm not fucking yank, you get the idea. But anytime my goal is starting to rise against Trumpy types, I think, no, Andrew. Remember the good times. Oh, well, there you are.
I think we've done it. I think
we've celebrated enough Eejits.
Yes.
What we'd like to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, is we are on social media now. But being sort of middle-aged Eejits that we are, we're not fantastic at promotion because we are fucking Eejits. But we are on Twitter at EejitsPod.
Yep.
And we're on Instagram at EejitsPod.
Yeah, I got them both.
You got them both, right.
And follow us on those socials. Don't just leave messages. Follow us.
Follow us. And and that will inspire us to do something with those fucking accounts.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this production has been brought to you by
Pod People Productions.
Pod People Productions.
The Pod People Productions.
Pod People Productions. Pod People.